We are halfway through the month of July. Today we will be discussing sneakers to resell in the remainder of the month. If you're not into reselling, that is okay as well. You could use this guide to know what are going to be the most hyped sneakers, the most limited, or even what popular general releases may potentially go on sale because hey, we're all trying to save some money. Specifically, we will be discussing the name of the sneaker, the retail, the release date, and whether the sneaker will be profitable or not, or if they may even potentially sit on shelves, resulting in a sale price. Feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications. This way you stay 100% updated on all these profitable releases. Also, be sure to follow my Twitter for urgent updates and info, KeithAdam10, and also personals for you, such as the recent Off-White ICA stash we just recently saw. Speaking of which, feel free to watch my live cop video for that if you want to see how these work for future reference. Also, just an update on Gargantua, we will likely be doing some free public beta keys in a week or two, so make sure you are following the Twitter, Gargantua_AIO, to have a chance at some of these free beta key drops. Starting off the second half of July on July 14th for $140, the Air Max 90 Legacy will be dropping. Unfortunately, I am not expecting this pair to be profitable. In fact, I do believe there's a good chance that you will likely be able to grab these on sale if you want a personal pair or below retail in the secondary market. But moving on to the 15th though, for $220, we have the Lebron 18 Low Space Jam Xbox version. This also comes with an exclusive Xbox controller, which is definitely collectible in itself. Although the retail is quite high for a Lebron 18 Low, keep in mind it does include that extra controller, adding more value to it. More importantly, the demand on these currently is actually extremely high for LeBron at least. Of course, I do expect it to decrease significantly after a drop, but they should still remain profitable with a very good margin at least. Also on the 15th for $90, the Dunk High Knicks in grade school sizes will be dropping. Unfortunately, my expectations are quite low for these, with only potential for lunch money and a subpar margin. Then on July 16th, we have the rest of the Space Jam Nike collection, which is quite large, so we'll run through it right now. Starting it off, we have the same Lebron 18 Low, but this one does not include the special packaging or controller. This one only retails for $160 therefore, so I do feel that there is still some potential for lunch money in larger sizes 10 and up, at least if you don't have tax in your state for this colorway in particular. Overall, don't expect much from it, still potential for easy lunch money, that's about it. Then on the same day, we have more colorways of the same Space Jam LeBron 18 Lows. One includes the Bugs vs Marvin colorway. This pair actually did a Nike Sneakers Cam release just today. Unfortunately though, the demand is extremely low. Despite the low retail of $160, I do not feel that there is sufficient demand as of now for profitability. However, I do expect them to sell out, so don't sleep if you do want a personal pair for yourself. Then the same situation goes for the LeBron 18 Low Sylvester vs Tweety, which also drops on the 16th for $160. Don't sleep if you do want your personal pair, but don't purchase with resale intentions. Then we also have two pairs of Space Jam Converse dropping on the same day for $120 each. Same situation, unfortunately, I'm not expecting them to be profitable, but if you do want a personal, do not sleep on them as I do expect them to sell out. I'm not expecting them to go for under retail. Then we also have two Space Jam Air Force Ones dropping as part of the collection for $120 each. The first of which is the computer chip colorway. If you have no tax in your state, I do believe you should be able to make a little bit of lunch money off of these. Nothing too notable though, unfortunately. On the other hand though, we also have the Hare colorway, which is actually looking a little bit better as of now based on the current demand. With or without tax, I do believe you should be able to make a little bit of lunch money off of these if you do sell quickly. Nothing too significant though overall. Finally, for the 16th, for $110, the Dunk High Black and White Women's will be dropping in the US, but the sneakers drop will be on July 27th, so don't forget that. These already had their drop in Europe, so a ton are already in circulation, hence they're already quite low in value. Regardless, I'm only expecting a small profit with a decent margin since the retail is so low. Not the most profitable dunk, but easy money to be made nonetheless. Don't sleep. Then on July 17th, for $190, the Jordan 3 Race Racer Blue will be having their drop on Sneakers Europe, even though they already released at all retailers on the 10th. As expected, they are only lunch money at best if you do not have tax in your state or local sales, and with the higher retail in Europe, I'd have to say personal only for these. I do expect them to sell out though, so if you do want your personal pair, do not sleep. Moving on though, on July 17th for $170 in men and $130 in grade school sizes, the Jordan 1 Electro Orange will be dropping. Following the exclusive access pairs going into circulation already, prices have already plummeted to a level where it is only about lunch money if you don't have tax in your state, unfortunately, as predicted earlier this month. This is essentially how I expect them to hold up after the drop as well, not too much lower than this, so mainly only for those of you okay with an alpha margin or for local buyers. Grade school pairs should have a slightly better margin, or less worse margin I should say, but nothing too notable anyway. We need better Jordan 1 colorways. Sadly, the last few have been awful, which has been reflected clearly by the terrible demand. Then on July 18th for $170, the Jordan 11 IE Bread will be releasing. Personal only when it comes to these, and you might even be able to get these for under retail in the secondary market if you're interested. Now on the 21st, this is where things start to get a little bit better. To start, we have the SB Dunk Low FTC dropping for $110. You can expect them to be extremely profitable with an incredible margin, full throttle for sure, as you can see, quite a turn of events. Also on the 21st, after multiple delays in the US, we will finally be seeing the Lebron 8 South Beach drop for $200. Although Lebrons don't typically do well, I do have decent expectations for this pair in particular, since it has been many old collectors' grails, including mine, for many years. This is a highly sought after colorway, but it does have relatively high stock as well, unfortunately. For that reason, I am expecting easy small profit on these with a decent margin, nothing insane, but easy money regardless. Not to mention an incredible personal pair, at least for those of you who've been in the game for quite a while and you do remember when these first released. I still have my OG pair because I love them so much. Then on July 22nd for $100, the Dunk Low Purple Pulse will be releasing. Expect these to be very profitable with a great margin as well, full throttle for sure. Then also on July 22nd for $100 as well, the same goes for the Dunk Low Yellow Stripe, full throttle on these as well, although I do expect them to be slightly less profitable than the purple pair. And lastly, for July 22nd for $100, we have yet another dunk, this time the New York vs. New York colorway. Expect these to be very profitable with an incredible margin as well. Full throttle on all of these dunks. Moving on to July 24th though, for $190, the Jordan 12 Twist will be dropping. Unfortunately though, I am not expecting these to maintain profitability though, personal only. Then on July 27th for $100, the Dunk Lime Ice will be dropping. Unlike the others, expect them to be profitable with a decent to good margin. Although not as amazing as the prior ones we just discussed, still easy money to be made nonetheless. And last but certainly not least, for those with potential dates, we have a potential drop on July 29th, and that is for the Jordan 1 Travis Scott Fragment collab. Obviously, you could expect these to be extremely profitable with an insane margin, no question whatsoever. Full throttle. Now finally, two releases that are apparently supposed to be occurring sometime in July but do not have exact dates yet are the two Yeezy Foamrunners. This includes the MX Cream as well as the Ochre colorway. Both will be releasing for $80 and they will be very profitable with incredible margins. Full throttle on both of these without a doubt. But anyway, that will conclude it for today. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed, or perhaps if you learned a thing or two. Subscribe and enable post notifications. This way you stay 100% updated on all hyped releases. Also, feel free to check out the links in the description below for reliable, fast, residential proxies and pre-verified Nike sneakers or Adidas accounts. Also, follow Endurance's Twitter for updates on restocks or key giveaways, and the same goes for Gargantua if you want to keep up with the progress or free beta key drops as well. And last but not least, of course, make sure you follow Keith Adam 10 and Personals for You. This way you guys stay updated on all urgent info like I was discussing today. With that though, I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.